Zach Moss.
And I'm AJ Fenney.
And this is
Hippie?
Not Hippie.
Good evening, everybody, or morning, or afternoon. But welcome to episode 62 of Hippie, Not Hippie.
Yeah. We are joined today by Human Lizard,
Slurp Master.
Gulp and Glurper, Sacramento's own Sacktown.
Ooh.
Right? Is that what you call it?
That's sack, 2 sacks. We put the sack in Sacramento, baby.
Oh, man, the sack slurp. But now it gets it.
Double C, you know what I'm saying?
Mike Nordstrom, everybody.
Hey.
What a weird noise.
Yeah, what is this, a Sobe? Because I'm feeling refreshed.
Yeah. I got up to move a light, and something happened with you guys where you really made some sort of slurping connection.
Yeah. Well, I slurped once, and once you slurp once, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, like I was like, is there a plate of spaghetti back there? And are they falling in love?
It's a real pantomimed Lady and the Tramp situation.
Yeah. No, I just wish I was in a Disney movie, dude.
Yeah.
If that's the one I want to be in.
All right, Zach, you're the meatball.
I am the fucking meatball. Jesus Christ. I've been like watching some nostalgic TV lately, and it's like really bugging me.
What
characters? Well, so Megan and I started The Sopranos she'd never seen it, and
Hell yes,
we'd finished Shameless, and I was like, here's another thing of shitload of TV, and she's like, but it's about the mob, and I'm like,
yeah,
but it's about a family, and she's like, oh, I love a family.
Wait, how can you not love a family and hate the mob?
Yeah,
They're the original family.
I was
really
like,
are.
I don't really like mob. I like Goodfellas and like,
Yeah.
like the Godfather movies, but not in an obsessive
I
way.
like the mob, but I fucking love Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco, Goodfellas.
There's
I'll even do Married to the Mob.
they're good. They're good movies, even if you're not into like mob shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, that's Sopranos or whatever. But I put it on, and I'm like, motherfucker. I look at her and I go, am I fatter than Tony Soprano?
Dude, he's a very desirable
and
man.
she got this like real panicked look on her face and was like,
You're my little meatball.
she was like, no, and I was like, you're fucking lying. I know I'm way fatter than Tony. What the fuck? So I had to come to grips with the fact that this is like been a real like reality check for me where I'm like, I need to lose some weight, but I'm like,
I think you're maybe you're broaching maybe season 1, Tony, but you're not even close to season 6, Tony.
okay, so Tony gets fatter.
Oh,
You got to keep pushing.
for sure.
Okay, all right, because I was like, man, even I was like, man, Tony looks good. I was
he looks
thinking,
good. Early seasons, that's a hot man.
yeah, no, I was like, man, he seems like he could really.
But it's really crazy that, like, in the first season, he's 25 years old.
That's a lean meatball.
But yeah, and then fucking trying to cheer up yesterday, put some Seinfeld on, and fucking I'm like, I'm
Tony
fat.
Soprano shows up?
I'm fatter than George Costanza.
Oh, no.
God damn, dude, you need to stop seeing yourself in characters.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm fatter than Tony Soprano and George Costanza. I need to get it together. You know, this is the reality check that I needed.
But if those two fucked and had a baby, you'd be perfect.
That's one hot baby.
God. You know what? With both of those bald heads, I bet that baby has a huge, just fucking is hanging some hog. Fucking.
Oh, for
You
sure.
have to. If you were like a waddling Costanza, and then
Yeah.
what if that was a weird angle where they're just like, yeah, he's weird, but
Yeah.
God, the hog on that guy.
Yeah, but
Well, I think he's known, though. The only time they talk about George's penis is the pool scene. But, that's the great equalizer, cold water.
But also, not
yeah.
only looks, but think of the weird mixture of mental issues that they both have.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a fucking special human being.
I would have liked to have seen like an episode where maybe Costanza, because didn't he used to take all of his clothes off to take a shit? He would take his shirt off or something like that.
I think he just takes his shirt off
Yeah,
when he's really got a shit.
Yeah. So, but if he was just totally nude, hanging hog, and then Kramer walks in, just for the reaction of him to go, George,
Your nipples. They're so big. They're like gabagool cuts.
I gotta move out of New York. You got the piece. There's not enough room in here for us.
Just Tony Soprano. Hey, what's the fucking deal with these fucking airports?
Vanda Tite Industries.
You truly are the ass man.
Yeah, but if you want to lose weight, this is my little tip. Okay, worked for me. You wake up 4 o'clock in the morning every single morning. Wind sprints.
Wind sprints.
Wind sprints.
What are wind sprints?
Real fast sprints. Fast as the wind. I'm talking sprints with your ancestors on your side. You do it for an hour, don't breathe once.
Yeah, wind sprints are anytime you run in Wyoming. Yeah, I'm taking Mike with me to do a corporate in Wyoming tomorrow. So,
oh wow,
have you been there before?
Never been to Wyoming.
Oh wow,
here I go again on my own.
Yeah,
It's breezy.
So,
Wyoming, the Windy City.
I was reading something this morning that I found kind of funny. You know how there was that thing supposed to land on the moon and drop a bunch of shit off? It's like the first
The
thing.
astronaut? Oh.
No, it's like it was just like the first commercial space flight that they were gonna fly all this shit to the moon and drop it off. A bunch of scientific shit, but one of the
Like
things,
condoms or something?
well, and then they also had like 180,000 like poems from children or something,
Wait, what?
and a bunch of people's ashes.
They're like, we don't know what to do with all this shit. Let's send it to the moon.
Well, yeah.
We got baby ashes and we got poems. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, and what I like is that there's people on Earth that were like the Navajo, like the chief of the Navajo or whatever, was like, "Hey, the moon is sacred. Don't just go throwing your dead fucking bodies up there. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
He was mad about it, but the thing fucked up. It fucked up. There's no way that they're gonna land any of this shit on the moon. So now it's just fucking
Space trash?
It's just and it's just floating out into nowhere. But Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek or whatever,
Yeah.
Next Generation.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Voyager.
his ashes were on that motherfucker.
Space, the final frontier.
Yeah, exactly. And it is the final frontier for him. He's literally going to be just his ashes will be floating through space perpetually.
Did he choose that, or was that someone else's choice?
I could see it being a thing where he's like, when you can get me to the moon, get old Gene to the moon. I want my Roddenberries to be buried on the moon.
God damn, his kid disappointed him for the last time.
Yeah, I don't know. Hunter S. Thompson had a cannon. Gene Roddenberry could have been like, I want to go to the moon, you know? I don't know. But
Also just full of kids, like poems, but I imagine there's a lot of refrigerator pictures that no one wanted. They're like, oh, we'll save this forever in the moon.
so there's a new probe that's blasting off to Jupiter's moon.
Oh, I thought we were
Europa.
talking Adam and Eve stuff.
That's my favorite moon.
And there's a thing where you can go online and sign up to have your name inscribed on it.
On the probe?
Yeah, and it's free, and I did it.
Ooh.
So yeah, my name will be on this weird probe. But
Doesn't that scare you, dude, just a little bit? What if the wrong people come across?
Yeah, the lizard people are
Yeah,
out there
like-
and they just...
Yeah.
well, like the aliens find it, and they're just like, oh, this must be a kill list
Yeah.
for Earth.
They're gonna come down, slurp out your prostate. You'll never be able to come again.
Yeah.
Or they'll come down and be like, oh, these are our favorite people from Earth because we learned about them from this thing. Fuck, we're gonna kill everyone else.
We have a list of people we're supposed to probe?
Show us your moon, human. Show us your human moon.
Ooh, look at the asteroids on this one. I'm gonna blast!
Yeah. Why does this one smell like Fritos?
I'm obsessed with science articles about Uranus, and there's been a lot of those. Like,
Dude.
I just love that. That's like they're like Neptune bluer than Uranus.
Have you been, like, southern Missouri? So from somewhere between Springfield and St. Louis, there is Uranus, Missouri. And they've got a huge place. And, I mean, it is ridiculous. They have Uranus Fudge Factory. And it is just full of every dad joke you can imagine.
Yeah. Those people are having too much fun.
Yeah.
They make a killing.
Always
probably.
fun in your anus. That's it.
Yeah, that makes me sick. Dude. Not on my watch. It goes against my core religious values. No one's doing any kind of Uranus jokes on my watch.
Be the way. Be the way. Be the way. I lost my watch. Where? In your anus.
Yeah, I had to hide it from those
Oh
Vietnam.
yeah, it's infinite.
Did you say I had to hide it from the Vietnam?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's quoting, True Romance.
Close. Pulp Fiction, baby.
Oh, so I think there's one in True Romance. I think Quentin Tarantino really loves this because Bruce Willis has the watch that his grandfather.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I think when Christopher Walken is about to get killed in True Romance,
Christopher Walken doesn't get killed.
I think
Blue Lou thrives.
in True Romance.
Yeah, Tony Soprano dies.
I think they have him tied up in a chair, maybe, and they're like questioning him. And then
Dennis Hopper.
Is that Dennis Hopper?
Christopher Walken, he's Blue Lou. He kills Dennis Hopper.
Okay, he's interrogating his dad in the chair, and then
I'm
his
gonna
dad
smack
tells
you with a tie iron.
Yeah, Sicilians. They're great liars.
Meatballs.
You know, you can tell how a man lies because they got meatballs for eyes.
They got Parmesan in the head.
Look at you. You're sweating marinara.
Is there like a reference to a? Because it's Christopher Walken that says the watch up the ass in Pulp Fiction.
In Pulp Fiction. And then his whole thing is
So I
Sicilians
just got
are great
everything
liars.
yeah.
And then Dennis Hopper does a whole thing with Sicilians and the Moors. I can't say
it's very
any of it.
racist. Yeah,
Very racist.
yeah.
So not cool, guys.
So very Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino's just waiting for an ankle watch. It'll all. It'll be.
he
everything.
likes those pinky toe watches.
Yeah, he's a big anklet guy for sure. You guys ever wear an anklet? Are those coming back?
Yeah.
I never have.
No. What?
You ever worn a hemp necklace?
Never a hemp necklace.
No.
Yeah.
Puka shell.
I can't wear jewelry.
Yeah.
I don't.
What? Why is this the universal sign for jewelry?
Because I don't know. Because I'm a repressed man.
No. Now the way that I see you moving, I'm like, Jesus Christ, AJ moves like that too, and you guys at each other right now. It's like this is like two velociraptors running into each other in the wild. Like
It's two Furbies getting at it.
You were out here just slurping and flexing. Yeah, because I just have a lot.
I would love to see someone at a bar, just some big dude, just go, "I'm gonna fuck you up." You go, I don't think so.
Not today, buddy.
for those of you just listening at home, there's a lot of shoulder and elbow raising
Lot of
going
chicken
on.
wing action
Yeah,
going
chicken like tight
Yeah.
chicken wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but he's making it look and sound a lot less cool than it is.
All the kids are doing it.
Yeah, it's popular. It's like the fucking Harlem Shake, you know? It's in. It's like doing the Tootsie Slide. You know? It's on the TikToks.
Do you like to dance?
Oh, no. I was doing poppers on the street the other day. On the sidewalk. First time I ever did poppers. With
Wait, you just randomly doing them on the street?
Yeah, hey, someone came up to me and was like, you want to do a popper?
Where were you at?
I was just in Sacramento, downtown. And I said, sure, buddy. Fucking give me one of those bad boys. And then, I got all hot and sweaty. My
And they
butthole
took
got...
your wallet?
Butthole got a little loose, found a watch.
Yeah, they took me for everything I had. And then we went to a bar that had dancing, and I felt more comfortable doing poppers on the sidewalk than in the dancing circle.
Yeah.
So, did you know these people or were these randos?
I
You're
knew the
going,
people.
Okay, in my head, you're just going, I got to go get some cigarettes. And then the people's like, you want to do some poppers? And now I'm at a dance club.
Yeah, just a big trench coat and a small hand. Bunch of poppers.
God, we were in South Dakota one time, and Max Fine was running around at Snow Jam, and he just kept going, hey, you guys do poppers? I was like, what? And he just had a little bottle, and he goes, come on, man. Let's get that butthole loose. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
How is that a good pitch?
It's such a strange recreational drug.
So I had
It's
to
like
get
a weird whippet, right?
I had to
So-
get all these like hemorrhoids removed a while back, and I have a really tight asshole. The listeners,
Amen, brother.
the listeners are familiar with the backstory, hopefully. But
backstory.
yeah, it's a backstory for real. But yeah, I was like inquiring for a while because I was like, hey, do you think I could do a
Anal?
popper in a doctor's office right before they shove something up my ass to remove a hemorrhoid without them knowing?
It's a medicinal popper.
And one of my gay friends was like, you could try. He's like, they might hear it or notice, but
Yeah.
What is that? Amyl nitrate?
yeah, a lot of times now I think they're sold because I actually looked up buying some just to loosen my asshole at the doctor's office, and a lot of times they're sold as like a furniture cleaner or like
VHS or VCR cleaner or something.
Yeah, just start doing whippets, dude.
Yeah,
I'll tell
they
you this:
have a-
you cannot. I was in a porn shop, and I was like, "Hey, you guys selling? You guys selling poppers?" And she's like, "Yeah, but if you call it that again, I can't sell them to you." And I was like, "I'm not buying them. What are you supposed to call them?"
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, we keep the poppers right next to the shovers.
What do you want to do? Come in here and buy a bong too? Get out of here! You're ruining it.
Yeah, you make me sick. We run a stand-up business here.
That was the funniest thing, like back in the day, was like you could buy a pipe, but you had to like use coded language, or like if you went in and were like, I want to buy a bong, they'd throw it. And then I remember the first time I went in and I was like, can I see a water pipe? And it was kind of after legalization and everything. And the guy's like, we don't have to play that fucking game anymore. He's like, you want to see the bongs or what, buddy? And I'm like, fuck yeah.
You
We're
guys
free now.
You then high-fived, made out a little bit. Because we passed laws and it's legal now.
Yeah, we fucking braided our hair together.
God, I always remember. I got into it the guy at Seventh Heaven because I called it a bong, and he's like, "You can't do that." And I was like, "I'm also not old enough to be back here, so what are we doing here?" And he goes, "I was like, what is it?" And he goes, "It's a water pipe or a tobacco smoking accessory." And I'm like, "Who's smoking tobacco through a water pipe?"
Nobody. Psychopath.
You know, I tried it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, did it hit hard?
Well, when I was a kid, I didn't have, I ran out of smokes and I had some butts. So I didn't just not only smoke tobacco through a pipe, but I smoked
refries.
I smoked a refry
God damn,
tobacco through a bong. And you know what? It took the edge off.
I didn't know you grew up as a homeless man.
Oh God, I think about the things that I used to do to try and. Because, I'd be in my bedroom in the woods of South Dakota being like, well, I want to get high. What do we have to work with here tonight?
Yeah.
And,
That's how people start
I'm
licking
glad you
toads.
said you were in your bedroom in the woods, not I was in the woods in my bedroom.
but it's like, well, I got my mom has some refry cigarettes I could steal and throw in this bong. And then if I scrape the resin off the side and mix it with the tobacco, you know what? That might just give me a head change.
My grandpa had the wildest smoking habits I've ever seen. He would get Tops tobacco, and then he would roll it himself in whatever he got in the mail that day.
Okay.
So like construction,
Whatever he got in the mail.
construction paper, whatever postage, and he would roll
And
it.
all of that shit is covered in plastic to some extent.
Smoking ink.
He would roll that, and then he would seal it with masking tape and Elmer's glue.
What?
And then
You're full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
What war was he in?
He was in Korea, but let me tell you, he didn't do anything. He just watched people steal from a warehouse. And he would sit in a dark room and do crossword
And roll
puzzles
cigarettes that no one wanted.
and just chain smoke and drink.
Well, I mean,
his-
I'm thinking about this, because that's like taking. I had friends that didn't like Newports, but they were so cheap they would smoke Newports just because people usually, if you try to bum a cigarette and you're like, that's the first thing anyone who smokes menthol. It's a menthol. It's a Newport. Like, you sure you want to dance with me? And like, But I like that your uncle was just like, if I roll these cigarettes with fucking the mailers, with the King Supers coupons and masking tape, nobody asked me for a fucking cigarette.
Where's my Burger King coupons?
Yeah.
Smoked them.
he wouldn't even go out. He wasn't smoking that. He would just stay in his house all the time and smoke these things and drink a mixture of red boxed wine, Franzia,
Oh, yeah.
mixed with Welch's grape juice and Swiss Miss packets.
What?
What the fuck?
Wait. Swiss Miss.
Swiss Miss.
Hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate. And then he would drink that out of an old Gatorade bottle he found and cut in half.
I'm starting to
I
think,
think that this man was unwell.
sounds like a wild dude.
Yeah, old,
Might have been a robot.
old bud.
Jesus Christ, though, I've never heard of that fucking. So red wine mixed with grape juice. It's like it wasn't sweet enough.
Yeah.
And then
But
he
it
wanted
was
a
too
little-
strong. It got me too drunk, but didn't have enough sugar, so I mixed it with the grape juice, and then I needed a little more chocolate.
Just a little bit of something.
little
Yeah.
extra.
Holy.
Little put me over, dude.
Little treat myself.
So
Yeah. I deserve a treat.
I saw something I'd
I
never
was in the
seen.
war.
I went to Thick Skin on Monday, and Rick Bryan was there, and I'm like, "What are you drinking?" And he's like, "Tequila."
What? Tequila with tea?
Yeah.
That's a weird chaser.
What a weird Arnold Palmer that
Well,
is.
no, and then people wanted it. Like, he's like, every time I order it, people are like, "Oh, so you want a shot of tequila and then a tea chaser?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No.
Put it together.
Put it together. I want a drink." And he's like, "And I call it a tequila." And we're like, "Rick, no one has ever drank that by you. You should call it a fucking Rick Bryan."
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
I had some tequila wana the other day, which was just tequila with a big old bud in it, and I woke up in a different city.
Really?
That stuff is so strong.
They put the marijuana in?
Just it's in. It's just a big mason jar. It's not from a company. It's just a guy made it.
This is marijuana moonshine.
Pretty much. Strong stuff.
Well, yeah, it's called Green Dragon Tincture when you mix weed with alcohol. And I think if you let it sit for a long time, it does the trick.
Starts to leach in.
Yeah. What city?
Might be a little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you.
Yeah, I woke up in California's pride and joy, Fresno, baby.
Oh, Fresno.
Yeah. Do you want to get harassed by a calloused man? Fresno.
Yeah, home of the Karate Kid.
Would you say that Sacramento has like is a hippie town?
It's not really. It's kind of like a hipster town.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's parts of it. You get like Midtown is hipster, and that's the only part I know because I'm not from there, baby.
Just doing poppers and flying out.
Where are you from?
I'm from a little town called Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
Yeah.
Which is the beer?
Exact where the beer started, but they fucked up whatever house they were renting where they're brewing the beer. They flooded it and they got tossed out of it and they moved to Petaluma.
Yeah.
So it's a little wooded town,
Up north.
Yeah, kind of like maybe 40 minutes from San Francisco.
Okay, so you're not quite in the redwoods. Are you on? Sacramento is east of the coast, though,
Yeah,
right?
ooh, baby, I'm in the redwoods.
Okay.
Yeah, Lagunitas is surrounded by them. Big old trees.
Yeah.
Very red.
Are they like Eureka-sized redwoods, or are they...
There's some decent-sized ones. Eureka's
Yeah.
probably got some bigger ones.
Yeah, like the Avenue and all that.
Yeah.
But that smell, I mean, those trees smell amazing.
Oh, it's great. You smell that and just
Yeah.
a lot of septic. You know?
It's all that Ewok fur just kind of left on the trees.
A lot of it was filmed there
Yeah.
near my house.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little fun fact for you.
That was a weird thing, too. I can't remember what it was. Something about Star Wars. There were certain machines that were used on the Bay that he used to see, George Lucas used to see as a kid.
Yeah.
And he used those for different machines that he had made.
They were like dildos or something.
Yeah. Sorry. I said the Bay. I meant his mom, May. He got into her closet and was like, I can make a robot out of this.
Yeah.
If I could do some poppers, I might get it in there.
So, growing up in that area, would you say that you have a connection with nature?
I think a connection with nature, but see, my dad, he's a tree guy. And so it was usually combative.
What's that mean?
Like he would cut down trees.
Oh, he's a logger.
For a living? Or he was just like, fuck these
I think they call those
trees.
loggers, not tree guys.
Let me tell you, he was wronged in 1974 by an oak. Ever since he had a personal vendetta.
Yeah. I don't take it out. I'll take it out on a pine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. If the chainsaw isn't running, you can just fucking all the slurs coming out of these trees.
So your dad was a logger.
Yeah, he's an arborist is the fancy term.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sustainable.
Wow, you went from tree guy to arborist very quickly.
Is he like we should pick and choose the trees, or is he like clear cut this fucking forest?
It depends. So it's a lot of like residential. a lot of the time. It's like people like this tree's dead, or we need to see the Golden Gate Bridge, or we need to do some fracking, you know? or you know, we need to compromise this tree so it'll kill my neighbor, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There was at least one of those very positive. It went downhill quick.
Yeah. So yeah, I've always been like in nature, been around it. I love it. I love being out.
Are you a camper or anything like that?
I never went camping as a kid.
Okay.
Because my parents don't vacation.
Your dad would be like, all these fucking trees and no one paying me to cut them down. Why the fuck are we here?
100%.
It's like a mechanic's house. There's just a whole bunch of trees up on blocks. What are you doing with that? I'll get to it.
Yeah, that's actually not far from the case. There is just pallets and pallets of logs, just ready to be milled.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So wow, it is like it's instead of the broken down cars, just fucking
Just
logs
lumber
around.
everywhere,
yeah.
dude. What do you want?
I mean,
2x4?
lumber's worth fucking money. I had to buy a 4x4 the other day, and one 8-foot 4x4
That's a big truck.
was $34 fucking dollars.
It's expensive. He does all the milling himself. And so I was helping him mill trees. He's like 60 years old now, just kicking the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah.
Still doing it. How are the hands? Huge
Oh,
hands?
just fucking
Meat hooks.
just a big dude. You
Yeah.
know? Does your father scare you?
No.
I got. Like my dad could still beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, my dad was a mason worker, so it was like still just
Yeah.
man hands and dumb shit.
No, for sure.
My dad could maybe beat the shit out of me, but I mean, let's be honest. I'm just a fat little George Costanza.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm just
Get over here, meatball.
I'm just a fucking fat ass Tony Soprano with the fighting skills
Yeah.
of George Costanza. Let's be honest.
Hey Zach, I want to say, you look great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're a
thank
very handsome man.
Now these words from our sponsor.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, brought to you by the Slurp.
Jesus.
Yeah, do you like to sip, but you want to spice it up? Bring it to the Slurp.
So, if your guys' dads fought, who do you think would win?
It comes.
Let's do a little matchup sheet here. Like, what's your dad's reach?
Oh, dude. My dad's probably like 5'10", 5'11".
I think my dad used to be 6 foot.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I think it really comes down for a dad v dad battle.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, like if I get the prime dad.
Yeah.
Oh, no, your current dad.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of tools we're using. My dad has a lot of chainsaws laying
All right,
around.
We're gonna have to do a lot of
Saubers
nail
trowel.
guns.
They got to use the tools of their trade. Saubers trowel.
They're just throwing fucking cinder blocks. Yeah.
Dude, I do like the idea of your dad coming out with double trowels like Raphael, you know, and then your dad comes out with a saw like Leonardo, you know, like fucking the turtle's not the artist.
My dad told me this story. This was the first night my parents met. The very first night. They met in a bar, and like they were leaving the bar, and some guy in a car said something to my mom.
Yeah.
And then my dad went up to him and pulled him out of the car and started beating the shit out of him.
What year is this ballpark?
Probably in the 80s.
Oh yeah, that's classic dad move right there.
And then I've been spit right in the face, and I've politely asked them to leave.
Hey, you're gonna want to get out of here. My dad's coming home. Dude, I want to say this. If we had a guy that could create this, I think a great idea might be like dad combat, where you create the characters, but they just have all this weird shit, like finishing moves or a lawnmower.
Yeah, it's just like celebrity death match, but celebrity dad match.
Yeah.
Watch out, this one's divorced. He has nothing to live
Yeah.
for.
Our daddy death match.
Yeah. Tonight's main event. He fucked his wife.
Well, yeah, I mean that's basically the Punisher. Like, whenever I watch that, I'm like, oh, his superpower is he just remembers his dead family whenever he's hurt.
Yeah, he uses a lot of repressed anger.
Yeah. He just remembers that there's no reason for him to continue living.
That's Batman. Like a lot of it's just like
Yeah, Batman's power is he's rich though.
he's
like,
rich and dead family.
Yeah.
You get a double.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, double, animal style.
Give me dead parents with rich on the side, please.
Yeah, but I feel like he remembers his dead parents whenever he's like being a bitch, though. It's never like when he's like about to punch the Joker or like needs to get stronger, where he's like, "Mommy's pearls hid in the gutter." Yeah,
It's also such a weird comic in the sense when you really start to think of like bringing Robin into the picture. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of lonely. Can we get a young kid whose parents died? They used to be in the circus.
Yeah. He needs to be flexible.
Yeah. Put him in tights.
Yeah.
Batman, happy.
Yeah. It's not weird, Alfred. I fucking swear, dude.
Yeah. No, he's my friend.
I swear to God, we just fucking do crosswords and fight crime together.
We're just down here wrestling.
Yeah, he's a good conversationalist.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach him about the world.
Yeah. Sounds like everything Michael Jackson said when.
Do you have a first memory of hippies or hippie culture?
Let's bring it back to my dad. We were driving down in his big old truck, and then he rolled down my window. It was not electric windows, so he had to reach over and roll the window
The
down.
old crank.
And he yelled at these two kids, "Just do it, you fucking pussies!"
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What were they doing?
I have no idea. I think it might have been unprompted.
Just do it. I love he's.
Were they chaining themselves to a tree your dad was about to cut
They were
down?
just like walking.
Yeah. Actually, that was who created Nike. He was like, you know what? We will just do it.
Yeah, they're going to run fast.
So how did you get the idea for these shoes? Well, we were walking down the road, me and my buddy, and a man with a small child sitting shotgun.
Yeah.
Leaned over, rolled the window down, and said, just do it, you fucking pussies.
Yeah.
We pitched that, and they said fucking pussies wouldn't work.
It's not going to do great in California.
Yeah, you still find some art somewhere that says Nike, you fucking pussies.
But man, I grew up in an anti-hippie household for sure.
Yeah.
Conservative?
Staunch conservative.
Okay.
I watched Apocalypse Now when I was in.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know,
there's
seven.
not a liberal loggers association.
That sounds like a country song. Down at the liberal loggers.
Yeah, I didn't go to the school closest to me because it was too much of a hippie school.
Oh, yeah.
Was it like
Yeah.
surrounded by the arts or?
Yeah,
Your dad was like, my boy's not going to this fucking granola fucking school.
Yeah, he's going down. He's going to the Cougars.
Yeah.
Their mascot was a flower. My son ain't going to school where the fucking mascot's a flower. The Daisies? I don't think so.
No, not on my watch, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna watch Die Hard, and that's it.
I'll tell you right now, their mascot's a tree. You know what I do to them. Cut it down.
Yeah, so kind of an anti-hippie household.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Mom too?
Well, she just follows. Yeah, no, she's but a little less conservative, but still like fairly conservative.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm.
look at me, baby.
No, that'll happen. That'll happen.
It'll-
So, guns or flowers?
Guns or flowers? Let me tell you, I do love me a gun.
Yeah.
I pulled out a gun on stage the other day. Good time. Not even a joke.
Why?
We were doing
Poppers.
poppers, and I started like, I got to start popping. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Shark Tank show where you had to give ideas, you had to pitch ideas
Yeah.
to like a group of judges, and my pitch for a new product was gun.
Oh. I meant to say, my idea was.
Did you
doesn't
bring
matter what I
a real
say.
gun?
They weren't real guns.
Okay.
But let me tell you, they didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It was a live show?
live show. Let me tell you, I scared a man named Baptiste.
Are they? So you said you did Mirthquake recently. Are they
Yeah.
still doing it? If it's your first time doing Mirthquake, the audience yells, "He's got a gun!"
Oh, wow.
So I love me a gun, but I do love to put together a good bouquet. I'm not gonna lie to you. Something brings out an inner joy of me to go to the Trader Joe's flower section and just start putting together flowers.
Oh, you build your own.
I build my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you with the charcuterie?
Charcuterie boards. See,
You build your own?
I worked at a creamery for a hot minute.
Okay.
Yeah. They
Are you familiar with competitive milk tasting?
every day? Let me tell you, I see milk, I need to drink it.
Did you have to taste it? Was that part of it?
Nah, it was more cheeses.
Yeah.
So it was, you get your brie.
Like our Lord Jesus?
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
I saw that one and was
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm not going to do it.
I'll do it.
And I was
I'll
like,
throw
God
it
damn
out
it,
there."
AJ's going for it.
So yeah, I had to put together some charcuterie boards in my day.
Yeah?
Some brie, some salami, some capicola.
So you eat meat?
Dude, big meat guy.
You ever gone vegan or vegetarian for a period?
I dated this girl for a brief moment. I went over to her house for the first time, and it was like 10 kids, not of hers.
I was like, this is wild.
I went over to her parents' house, and there was like 10 kids.
I was like, this sounds like a daycare.
Yeah.
It's more like the way you're talking about your life, you should have a gun. You get into some fucking ordeals.
And they were all vegan or whatever, or vegetarian, and they had mushroom bean tacos.
Gabagool.
And let me tell you, I hate mushrooms and I hate beans. And so I had to choke down these weird. It was a mess.
Trying to
Wow,
get
you
some of
ate
that.
mushrooms and beans.
Yeah, it's the
What was
tech-
it? Because the outcome, you were hoping for a little.
I was looking to get slurped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not in a weird way, but in like a loving, passionate way.
Yeah.
So as a man who doesn't eat beans, they probably cause you some gastrointestinal distress.
It's a texture
And
thing.
mushrooms too. Like mushrooms and beans, that's fart power for me.
That's not good for
Yeah.
slurping.
Which is too bad because
Yeah, that's a pants party for me.
I love to fart, but I've
Me
said
too.
it for years.
Okay, so what's funnier? Sound, smell.
See, I'm a bad smeller. So I get a bad smell. I can't handle it, so I'm more of a sound guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
There's-
sound man as well.
There's very much the sound is always funny because there's so many different ranges. Like there's a very distinct sound where you go, no, that's you got to get out.
I have never laughed at a fart I've only smelled.
no,
Like,
but I have laughed at one.
I've exited. If you just smell it, you're like, it's somewhere. It could be on me. It's on my shoes.
I've definitely dropped them and then laughed internally while people are going, what the fuck? And I go, I got to get out of this elevator.
the sound of a fart is like doing 10 Jaeger bombs. The DUI is the smell of the fart.
Did you just bust one?
No.
Okay.
Make him self-conscious. Let me tell you, you smell great. Yeah, what is that? Dove?
You burn anything? You burn any sage or Nag Champa or
Incense at all?
or some
burn.
Palo Santo? Your old man get you some woods to burn ever?
I burn
He's
some
like,
wood.
here's some cedar, son. Burn this.
Yeah. Some Madrone. You ever get some Madrone? That's a clean burn. If we're talking good burning wood,
What is it?
Madrone.
Madrone?
Madrone's the best.
What is this? Is
Madrone
it like a pine?
It's a kind of tree. It's a whole different type of tree you guys don't even know about.
This is my dad's growing these trees in his basement. I gotta move these units. We got mold.
Yeah.
Sounds like mother to me.
Yeah, it's
Madrone?
Madrone. It's kind of like a spirally, kind of a thinner tree.
Okay.
It's kind of like red.
Is it like a pine? Deciduous?
To be honest, I don't know the origin of it.
Sounds like something a southern person who took aerial photography would say a lot, like, "Where's my drone?"
Where's my drone?
God damn it, I was trying to spire my neighbor. But then with my drone.
But he shot it.
I gotta get Mike's dad cut these trees down so I can see my neighbor.
Yeah, let me tell you, he's got great tits. Nipples like gabagool cuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like burning wood. Every once in a while, I light a candle. You know, not because I like inhaling the fumes.
So do you buy? Are you a candle procurer? You purchase candles?
I got one candle.
Like that's how you set the mood. If like a woman with 10 kids comes over with a plate of mushrooms and beans, you know?
Yeah,
Let me get this candle out.
Yeah, I'm lighting on that candle. I'm putting on some Creed. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Creed has been coming up on the show lately.
This is the second time in like 3 episodes it's came up.
Probably because they fucking rule. With Ham's hat in.
So you're a Creed fan?
I dabble.
Yeah?
I don't have like a tattoo or anything. But
What about jam bands?
jam bands, I can't. I need a little bit of vocals. You know, too much.
There's vocals. It's just spread out.
Spread out like Tularosa.
This is going to be a popular take, but the best long song I've ever listened to, it's 36 chapters, 2 minutes each chapter. So it's R. Kelly stuck in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to go on record to say, I know controversial, but he's a bad man. but that song rules.
Yeah. Bad man that doesn't know where the bathroom is.
Is it really 36 chapters?
It's a lot.
Because I thought, isn't it like 18 minutes long or something?
But it keeps on going. If
Yeah.
you go on YouTube, I think there's 36.
Wow. I never listened to it. I did listen to the Weird Al version, like that he did, and at one point I was like, "How long is this?"
Yeah. It's like 7 Freebirds.
Yeah,
It reminds me.
lighters out.
There's a show called Wonder Chosen that has an episode called Patience. Are you familiar with this?
I'm not.
I'm familiar with the show, but I've not.
So they just show an entire episode in reverse.
Oh wow!
Like everyone talking backwards?
Yeah. Like, it's
Wild.
basically just you're expecting a joke or something to
Yeah.
happen, but it's just them trolling you for 30 minutes, and it's called patience.
It's like
You gotta have patience, and then, like, nothing happens.
it's like
it's
like
fucking-
watching Scarface from back to front, where everyone just kind of gets their life back together.
Yeah, it's like that. God, there used to be a joke when I was a kid, like the purple flower or whatever, where the whole point was just like, "Ha ha, asshole! You listened to a 10-minute joke without a punchline." You know, was that going around when you were a kid?
Purple flower,
Or it'd be like, it'd just be a joke where you just keep.
Yeah.
And the purple flower, and then basically you just keep going
yeah.
till the person was like, "What the fuck, man? Like, is there a
I
fucking
just wasted
punchline?"
your time.
Yeah.
But the purple
Your
flower.
family's missing.
It was like the future or the Family Guy bits where they just like have a chicken fucking punch a guy for fucking like 30 minutes. You know?
The purple flower does kind of sound like a whimsical euphemism for a vagina.
Yeah, there's enough there where if you're a young kid, you're like, oh, there's gonna be a pussy or
There's
some
gonna be
cum
some.
or there's gonna be something of some substance,
There's gonna be
some
some
sort
snot or
of
something.
cumstance.
Constance.
And no, never delivered.
Yeah, there's gonna be some kind of tooth necklace.
It might
or
not have
something.
even been purple flower. It was some sort of flower, though. I remember. And fuck.
God, later on there was the Aristocrats.
Yeah.
that
I mean,
old
it's
joke.
basically like the Aristocrats.
But the Aristocrats, it was this long thing that ended. It was always anticlimactic at the end, and it was so fucking gross.
Yeah, you see, I was much more of an Aristocats kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Get that.
Hey,
fucking-
I'm Randy Newman, singing about a kitty cat.
I was flipping through an old Playboy the other day, and there was like this big picture of Randy Newman like opening up his shirt with a giant Confederate flag.
What?
It was the dark side of Randy Newman.
What the? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What the fuck was the article about?
About him like wanting the South to rise up again or something.
No shit.
Randy Newman's
Was
nuts,
it
dude.
a
And the
like
South
a
in the
dick
kitty
joke? Where
cat.
he's like, this magazine makes my South rise again.
I don't know, but he said it's the N-word in a couple of songs.
Whoa, stars and bars.
He has this whole song. It's not racist, but he doesn't like short people, you know. That's not cool either. You know, you got to support.
Short people, big problem.
People just.
Danny DeVito's real mad.
Oh, he's pissed, and he just does not deserve it.
Oh, that's the song from Twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just remember him from Major League talking about Cleveland burning down.
Oh,
But
yeah.
let me tell you, there's a dark history.
No, I just remember his feet from Batman 2.
I was like, Jesus, you and Tarantino.
I mean, how can you forget those beautiful dogs?
Danny DeVito's. I've been just like Danny DeVito makes me kind of ill since Batman 2. I don't know.
Dude,
Just when he bites into the fish and there's like the black blood in his mouth and shit. Like when I'm trying to watch It's Sunny and he's like eating cat food, I'm like, oh, it's the penguin. Fuck, I can't.
Yeah, why am I so hard right now?
Man, there were some wild episodes. What was he? God, he was eating something. Raccoon meat or
raccoon meat. He was eating like his own toe jam off a knife.
But look at a guy who like Taxi and then Cheers.
Yeah.
And I mean, his career has just been nonstop.
L.A. Confidential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's confidential. We don't talk about it.
What a
Yeah, he's done stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fine. I don't hate the man, but just when I see his feet, I feel ill.
Yeah.
Does he got some
Or watch him
hobbit
eat.
feet.
I don't know. And I think it was intentional.
Yeah.
You don't
I
want to
think Tim
see
Burton did it on purpose. He's like, yeah, you know what? This guy is going to come on to what at the time might be your favorite comedy, and you're not going to like it anymore because of him.
Yeah. Good luck watching that Jersey Mike's commercial.
Ooh, it smells like trauma.
Yeah. Speaking of feet, do you ever wear sandals, Birkenstocks,
I'm
flip-flops?
nope, no open-toed shoes are in my wardrobe. I'm
Why
gonna
is
tell you
that?
that. I don't feel comfortable in them.
Okay.
I got closed-toed.
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 Boots, tennis shoes.
Boots, a lot of tennis shoes.
Okay.
A lot of tennis shoes. You never know when I need to do wind sprints or something. You know, I need to go on a run. I gotta be prepared. Also, I don't know. It freaks me out. Like at a urinal, you get a lot of splashback. I don't want to be other dudes pissing on my toes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I make
fuck.
people pay for it.
Pulling up to a trough in open-toed shoes is that's a man.
Oh, God.
It's brave.
Dude, we went and saw Dead and Company, and that trough, I mean, it's just everywhere. I mean, it's sandals as far as you can see, and you just go, this is going to be
Oh,
gross.
yeah, man. I had Crocs on, and it was coming through the holes.
Yeah.
It's a heavy flow, man.
I still want you to be confused. I don't not wear open-toed shoes because I don't want to wear open-toed shoes. I don't wear open-toed shoes because I'm a coward.
Oh, you want the piss on your feet. I just don't have the balls to do it.
I don't have the heart for it. See, I feel like the open-toed shoe lifestyle is a good lifestyle. You don't have to do anything. You can drink coffee in the middle of the afternoon. You don't have to move any kind of couches or anything heavy.
So you're not barefoot ever.
No. I shower with shoes on. Yeah.
Okay.
I wondered why the fuck the shoes were in the shower. It's like, Jesus Christ, why the fuck are there people with a pair of Nikes in the shower?
I was gonna go barefooted, but then I looked at the shoes and it said, "Dad, just do it." It gave me the confidence.
Just shoe it.
Just shoe it.
You fucking pussies.
Yeah. I tried it once with Reebok pumps, but I just kept floating up in the back.
Yeah. I had a kid almost drowned in my high school, but he was wearing Reebok pumps, and so he lived.
Buoyancy.
Actually, he still drowned because he was upside down.
But he was easy to find.
Yeah, they say Jesus walked on water because he had pumps.
But Joe just floated.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
Can't do the open toed. Wish I could. Seems like cool. I don't know what to wear to the beach.
Are you a beach guy?
I do love a good beach.
Surf?
I don't surf. I just kind of look at it. I like going. I like bringing a couple of brews.
Like friends or?
Well, sometimes. But let me tell you, nothing like drinking on the beach alone, listening to some Creed.
Rolling up a couple newspaper smokes.
Just looking at the horizon, thinking of what it'd be like to be a captain.
Yeah.
You know?
Until they go, hey, this is just the community center pool. We've told you 13 times. You're drunk. It's in the beach.
You can't smoke here. We told you this. They're in a CVS.
Yeah, you're not the lifeguard.
Yeah.
But I have red shorts on.
You did too much Ritalin. Somehow you ended up here.
Lash some logs together, Daddy. Your son needs a raft.
Bear Grylls my ass.
I need to go explore the open seas. This is the 24-hour fitness pool.
Do you have any tie-dye?
No tie-dye. A lot of Wrangler shirts, a lot of vintage Wranglers.
Okay, a lot of pearl snap.
A lot of pearl snaps, baby.
All right.
Yeah, big. I think one of the first memories I have of my mom. She would say all the time. I don't know if she was joking.
She'd say, "Baby."
She said, "Baby girl."
One day you'll have a beard.
But she would be like, "If I ever wear tie dye, kill me."
Oh God.
Like what an extreme take on an item of clothing.
And then you looked at your dad for support, and he goes, "I hit you with a log."
Yeah, he's wearing an AR-15 T-shirt,
And
I
no,
liked
and
it
your
better.
dad just goes, "Fucking, just do it."
Just do it, you
bitch.
fucking pussy. I like it better if your dad's just wearing an AR-14.
he is that too.
There's a 14.
Oh, I don't know. Clearly, I'm not.
You're getting your gun
guy.
numbers fucked.
There's
no, there probably is an AR-14. That there's probably they had to count up.
What was it? An AR-15?
It's an AR-15.
Yeah, well, they at first they weren't sure what age group they wanted to kill the most with it.
And then they were like, legal consent needs to be at least.
14, too young.
Yeah, it turns
Yeah.
out 15-year-olds most commonly
Yeah.
shot with it.
15 can be a real piece of shit.
Well, by 15, they're no good in the mines anymore.
The lungs all black. Fingers have been worked to nubs.
They're used up.
Yeah, the feet look like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, they're chicken liver at this point. They're cannon fodder. Come on.
How'd you get the penguin foot? In the mines.
It's from I got the black lung.
Yeah, so let it tie dye. I not until recently I didn't wear shorts ever.
Yeah, I just started doing that a few years ago.
What was it? So, but
Crazy.
It's crazy. Shorts opens up a whole new world.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
But you grew up Northern California though, so it's,
Yeah.
like it doesn't get as hot, right?
No, like maybe like the
Still pretty weird to not ever wear shorts.
yeah. I mean, it'll
Yeah.
still like hit 100 sometimes during the
Okay.
summer. Maybe 102.
But are you still getting the fog in Sacramento? Or I guess where you're at, are you still getting the bay fog?
Yeah, we got fog out in the valley. Sacramento, not as much.
So real quick, Mike, what kind of pants were you swimming in? When you go down to the beach, what kind of beach pants were you wearing?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really learn how to swim until later on either.
It's probably the jeans.
That probably did it.
How old were you when you learned how to swim?
I don't maybe 15 or something. It just kind of clicked one day.
Okay.
It just kind of happened.
Okay.
But I almost drowned a lot. I almost drowned in a creek by my house on 4th of July when I was a little boy.
Yeah? So are you afraid of water?
No, I like water. I'm not going to swim in the open ocean or nothing, but put me in a lake.
You'll wade up to what in the ocean? How far out will you get your toes in there?
First break?
I'll go up to tits.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
but
go
once
with the tips.
you're not letting your feet leave the sand.
I got to be stationary. You know?
Okay.
But you're getting a lake where you can't touch your bottom.
Yeah, I'll be in a lake. It doesn't matter.
Why? What's the
Well,
difference?
you don't usually get swept out to lake.
That's true.
They're like, where did you see him last? Oh, he was swimming and then he got swept out to lake.
Yes. That's actually what happened to Jason Van Voorhees.
Oh yeah, he got swept all right. Two teenagers fucking away, then swept out the kid.
Yeah, it's a wave issue, you know? It's a wave issue. Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of hospitality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waves are scary.
They're creepy.
Depends on the size of the lake, though. You can have ocean-like waves. So.
That is
Yeah.
true.
So I just wanted you to know, like, if you're ever on tour, and they're like, "Hey, you want to get into Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
Keep your feet on the fucking ground, all right?"
Yeah. Yeah, those Great Lakes get big.
That's why they call them great.
But I was just curious if it was, sometimes people are concerned about what's in the water. And like lakes, sometimes you get like turtles and other
Yeah.
weird shit. I don't know I think I've talked about this before, but I had a nipple ring and
Yeah,
sun
dude.
was coming down. I was hanging out at the buoys and a fish just fucking grabbed a hold of it. And man,
You're human tackle.
yeah, dude, I took off. My wife said it looked like I was running on top of the water. And I was like a man. And she goes, no, like a bitch.
The same thing happened with my Prince Albert. I was skinny dipping.
But you were trolling.
Well, yeah, but I reeled it in. And,
That's where I got this alligator door.
and I ate it.
Well, that's good
And
eating.
it was saltier than expected.
And I was tired.
Yeah.
Not a big swimmer.
Bike? Cyclist? Do you like activities?
I like activities.
Yeah?
Yeah, you put me in front of a rage cage table. Let's fucking roll, dude. Let's get weird.
Man, I thought about a rage cage yesterday. I was like, I wonder if we have one in Denver.
I think they do. The Grolics, I think, did one on their podcast.
Oh, word. Yeah,
Wait,
I did a homemade one once.
What do you guys think a rage cage is?
So a rage cage is a room where you are allowed to break
Yeah,
shit.
you just go to town, right? So smashing shit. Wait, what did you think it was? Is
Rage
this
cage.
a restaurant?
It's when you get a bunch of cups. you get a bunch of cups.
What the fuck? This sounds like cops.
You get a bunch of cups and you fill them with beer, and then there's one in the middle with a lot of beer or vodka. You put vodka and beer and tequila. It's a fucked up cup full of booze, and it's like it's a drinking game.
Wait, like.
And it's like a big circle. You can play with like 20 people if you want.
But what's happening?
Is there quarters involved?
It's a ping pong ball, so there's like me and you.
Yeah.
Across the table, we drink a cup, and then we both have to bounce the ball into the cup.
So it's beer pong.
Beer pong kind, but you're bouncing on the table like right in front of you, and then you pass the cup if you make it to the person next to you. But if you keep on missing, and that cup gets to you, the other person, they stack you. And then you pass that stack on, and you have to drink another cup and try to make it into that.
Oh, so you're passing an empty.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. God, you get to that one last big cup.
You're fucked.
So this sounds like a lot of dirty ball beer to me.
Let me do my favorite kind of beer.
Because when I first, like, there's a time in beer pong where people were like, hey, maybe we should just put water in these cups and drink beer out of another one.
Yeah. Beer's on the
side. But the first time I played it in some dirty fucking bars, you would just fucking...
Yeah.
You'd have a little cup of water and you'd put the ball in it and be like, God, it's fucking clean now. It just rolled through fucking vomit, but, I'm sure it's fucking clean.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and then, you'd drink a beer and you'd be like, something just hit my throat.
What is that, a wolf hair?
Drinking games were always out of control. Like rarely did you make it to the end. At least I remember playing cards and we had Everclear and Mountain Dew. We mixed that.
That's nuts.
Yeah, because fucking let's rage. Like, I don't know. We were like extreme. We were like, I remember doing it with Surge and Jolt.
So
we invented Jaeger and Red Bull.
So Waterfalls was my favorite drinking game, or King's Cup is another name for it. But it's like where you have a deck of cards, there's a drink in the middle, you have to pull a card, there's games for all the cards, and then you set it in. But one of my favorite nights of playing that, my buddy, like the house where we could party when we were kids, my buddy Jason's mom would let us party there. She also had a roommate that was like 30 years old, and he's a hardcore alcoholic, electrician.
Hell yes.
Sparky. Really,
Sparky?
Yeah.
Perfect name.
Really like to put him... Well, and I just remember, like, I'm like 16 and dropped out of high school, and he's like, you ready to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow? Learn how to fucking run conduit and fucking pull wire, you little bitch? I was like, I'm down to learn a trade. And then
we got a lot of copper.
And the next morning, he's like, it's time to go to work. And I'm like, I was drunk. Fuck that.
No, I'm a child.
Yeah, I'm a child. I don't want to work in the mines again. So, but we're playing that game, and, there's like crazy drinks sometimes. It's like you got to take, you pull out an 8 or something, you got to take 8 drinks. So he's actually taking, 8 full
big old
drinks every time. And every time that he gets a thing, he's just like doing it. And it gets to the point where like halfway through the game, he goes, fuck you guys, you ain't taking the actual drinks. I see you, motherfucker. He didn't take 12 fucking drinks. Fucking piece of shit. Aaron's taking all fucking drinks.
We're 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, we're 15. Shut up.
Yeah.
So
was it bullshit? Was that another drinking game that people used to play?
Yeah, that was
playing
one.
that like with cards, but I don't remember drinking with it.
I have this photo album though of Aaron after that night, and so by the way, he really wanted to fucking kill me for this shit, but dude, we marked him up like a kid because he passed out drunk in the couch, so we wrote cocksucker and all kinds of shit on his face and marker.
Sparky had to get up and do the electrical work.
I have all these pictures I took with a with like a roll fucking developed film camera of him. Because then we took the Jack Daniels bottle and we put his mouth on it like he's like deep throating it. And I have. God damn it! I'm gonna go get him. I've got.
Oh
show you
yeah,
guys the
dude.
pictures.
Nothing like photos to really.
Oh, just wreck a man's life.
Yeah, this guy's probably doing well now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the photos are that's what gets you into rehab.
He very well be dead.
He probably just got out of prison for his 4th DUI. You know.
Oh man.
He's got a great illegal copper business going.
Yeah, but Tarantino's like, that's a fine looking ankle bracelet.
Right there.
Oh my fucking God.
Lover of cock right on his arm.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God.
You kids were animals.
Yeah, let's show
And
them.
he had to work the next day?
Yeah, he had to work the next day.
Oh,
man.
no, dude. He had a bad day at work. Like, I'll be honest, that might be the worst day of work you've ever had.
Yeah, that's rough. It's hard to talk to customers.
Yeah, that one's going to stick with you. Like, you're going to show up and go, well, the problem is you love cock so much.
You can't focus on the conduits.
Yeah.
You're too focused on all those pieces.
Yeah, it's just-
He was so mad about that shit, and I remember just being like, "Hey, Aaron, it's just like it's a game, man. You don't have to take all the drinks." You cocksucker.
We're just boys having fun.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you're 15 bullying a 30-year-old man, I mean, like
Power play.
you would have thought he would have maybe woken up and been like, maybe I should dial it back a little bit.
Yeah. You were his rock bottom.
For sure.
No, I think he turned it up after that. I don't think he dialed it back at all.
He started hanging out with younger and younger kids.
I'm hanging out with kids without hands that can't write. And now I'm just burying the trauma with more vodka.
Yeah, they can't write, but they're just sticking their nubs into ink pads.
And just punching. Just hard nubs right to the neck.
Yeah, waking up looking like a raccoon, you know?
So,
Looking like
Mike,
a cheetah.
where can people find you?
Where can people find you? Find me? Well, Home Depot.
On the street doing poppers.
Come by. I'm answering a lot of questions. Check out the Hell Yeah podcast. We give bad advice to people.
Okay.
All the
Nice.
time. My Instagram, Michael Nordstrom, Mikel, Nordstrom, like the store.
Yeah, I've got on one of Mike's shirts,
You want-
Bay
you wanna-
Area Strange.
Hey, you want to buy a shirt?
Hey.
Where
Get
can
a shirt,
people
baby.
get a shirt?
Just fuck it. I got a website, michaelnordstrom.com, spelled the same way.
Yeah, go get it. Go get yourself a shirt.
DOTCOM.
Yeah. You want that one? You can get that one. You want one with my face on it that looks like an old WWE wrestler t-shirt? I got that too. You want one with Milo and Otis with Donk on there and a Best Buy with flames on it? Ooh, that's a doozy too. Best Buds, Best Buy, I think is what it says.
Yeah.
It's something. You get that shirt too.
Or no, I think that one's in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I
Or
showed my girlfriend.
yeah, if you want to do poppers on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Sacramento.
Midtown, baby. Find me. I'm out there.
All right. Well, I think
Oh.
I've got a verdict here.
Yeah, me too.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Not hippie.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Did you think you were gonna? Did you think you were gonna be a hippie?
No, I kind of knew. I kind of knew. I kind of came from I got more of a white trash vibe going.
But sometimes white trash will slide over into hippie town.
There is a weird crossover.
Have you ever done psychedelics?
I have.
Is it
just a couple
something-
times, but in the wrong settings.
Yeah.
There's always like a house party or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always like I was
Okay.
driving with my mom. She was screaming at people in tie dye, telling you if I ever do that,
Yeah.
kill me, son.
Jesus Christ, I gotta get out of the spaceship.
Yeah, she was listening to the Black Eyed Peas
Yeah.
way too loud.
Yeah. Mom, drop me off here. I'm gonna do poppers with my friends.
Yeah, stop listening to Buck Cherry. It's weirding me out.
And she looks over and says,
It's one of the most uncomfortable car rides I've ever been in.
Yeah, when your grandma's just got a crank.
Yeah, just cruising around in her old Saturn. Just blasting the buck.
"There's something about me that gets real excited whenever I see a Saturn."
Dude, I remember when they came in and when they left.
Yeah, that's
the
like
ins
the
and
only
outs.
car brand that I got to see its whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll see somebody, I remember, wasn't there a thing like Think Different or something?
The Saturn. It was
Yeah.
our generation's Studebaker.
Yeah, I feel the same way about big dog T-shirts. I see a dude rocking a big dog. I say, "Oh, fuck, hell yeah, dude!"
I remember Red Dog. You remember the beer Red Dog? Do they still make that?
Ow.
Yeah.
That was a popular thing for
Well, and what's funny is I feel like it was marketed to children.
Definitely, dude. It had a big red dog on it.
Yeah, because like
Remember Clifford?
I remember
His brother the drunk.
I remember going into the country bar when I was a kid, and I was like, "I'll take a beer," and the bartender was just humoring me because I was like fucking 11, and he's like, "Oh yeah, what do you take?" And I was like, "I'll have a Red Dog," and he goes, "Nobody drinks that shit, you fucking kid."
Yeah, here's some ketamine.
Yeah. Here's some cake.
Yeah,
He's like, "Go back over there and play pool with your hands some more, you little bitch."
time to get dissociated.
Yeah.
So,
What is
yeah.
it? What's your range?
Ooh, man, I'm putting him at a 4.
Okay.
I think he's close to maybe dipping his toe into hippiedom, but you know, I think just that strong anti-hippie enforcement
Yeah.
as a child.
It's
I
hard to
think.
get past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only rebel so
Yeah,
much.
you're like, I'm already a comedian. Do I want to disappoint my father more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still watching John Wick movies. You know.
Yeah. I had him at a 3, but that was just kind of the guns and everything. But the more I think about it now, yeah. I feel like if you went to a music festival and really got down,
You think
come
you
back-
could convert him?
you could come back a different person.
Yeah.
I don't know, like sometimes I go out, I sit out. Sometimes I just look at the sky. You know.
I think your connection with nature has me leaning more, is what keeps you in the middle. Also, you know, your ability to experiment with drugs. You know,
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
flowers over guns. You're liking to make your own bouquet.
I do love to make a
Yeah.
bouquet.
You a
dude.
bouquet boy.
I love it. I love a bouquet.
Bouquet keys.
Bobby bouquet.
That's what they call me. They call me Mikey Bouquets.
Watch out, I'm blasting pedals.
Yeah, they say you're not allowed in this Walmart anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to Walgreens.
They like me over there.
So yeah, I'd consider that a part of it, and then but yeah, I mean the no shoes, the pants,
The no jewelry.
the just burning wood.
The poppers. Yeah, the poppers were the part where I was like, all right, this guy gets loose.
Well, that's what they do. that was the first and last time I did them, and let me tell you, whew,
Had to throw those pants away.
they were done. I don't wear white anymore.
Yeah, now I'm in shorts.
But check out Mike's store, buy some shirts, follow him online,
Mike
check out his
Nordstrom, baby.
podcast. Hell yeah, if you need some bad advice. And yeah, thanks so much for coming on, Mike.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
buddy.
me.
It was nice meeting you, man.
Yeah.
Back to lizard tongue.
Like, subscribe, and get on the motherfucking.
Nope, still not.